Tom Colley for Through the Ropes Boxing. I'm here at the Origin Gym with former interim world champion John Ryder. John, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Good. Yeah, thanks for coming on, John. Pleasure to be here and to chat with you. Last time out, you fought Canelo Alvarez, obviously regarded as an all-time great. How was that, John? Was he as good as you expected, and what did you make of that fight?
Yeah, listen, I said before he was past his best, and he potentially is, but he's still very good and still operating at a very high level.
Yeah, I mean, you gave a fantastic performance in that fight, John. Was he as good as you were expecting?
Yeah, I mean, he's a world-class athlete. Do you know what I mean? He does things in there you don't realise he does when you can watch all the tape you want, but when you're finally in there and you see how he mixes up the speeds, the power he mixes up in the shots, and he's a real all-round good fighter.
I mean, you're a great example, John. I mean, you come up sort of the grassroots way, lost a couple of times early on, but you've come back and almost bounced back even bigger and better later on in your career and had some really great fights with some top-level fighters. I mean, how much resilience did it take to come back from that, and did you always believe you'd get to the top?
Yeah, I always had the self-belief that I would get to the top and reach the levels I have, and hope to go on more. But there was tough times, and it was made easier by the team I had, the support, my partner, my family, my kids, Tony Sims and the people around me, Greg Meehan, Charlie Sims, Dan Lawrence. They was all good people, good men and good characters to be around. So I took these defeats and come back stronger. Some of these defeats weren't justified in my eyes, but it's boxing. So I take it for what it is. But listen, I've reached the heights that I dreamed I would, and I still feel like I'm there, and I still can do a bit more. So hope to stay there and have another big fight soon. Absolutely.
I mean, I was there when you fought Danny Jacobs. I mean, that was close on the bookies. I think a few people picked him to win that fight, and you came through that, and it was a great performance and a great win. So you've beaten former world champion. So what is next for you, John? Do you still have aspirations to go for that world title again?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, they're all tied up currently by Canelo, so it's unsure what he's going to do. But looking at Jaime Munguia next, it's a fight I'd like, and I think we're slightly in talks, seeing what's what, and hopefully for January. But listen, it's never cemented until you're actually in the ring fighting. So I'll train hard over Christmas, get ready for this fight, and hopefully we can get it signed, sealed and delivered.
Definitely. Just touching on some other fights that have taken place recently, the Eubank Liam Smith fight. What did you take of that? I mean, obviously, I think most people were surprised to see Eubank stopped in the way he was in the first fight. Rematch happens, and it was a completely different fight. What did you make of that?
First fight was a great win for Liam Smith. Obviously, you could see in the second round that in the second fight, that obviously the ankle injury wasn't there, and he didn't really look to be at the races, to be honest, Liam Smith. Hopefully it might lead to a third fight, but listen, Chris Eubank Jr. made the change he needed to and come out victorious.
Is the Conor Benn Eubank fight, is that a fight that you would like to see?
Yeah, I think obviously I'm old enough to have seen the dads fight, and it's nice to see that feud reignited between the sons, and so it should be. So they're both in the sport at the same time, and listen, hopefully they can put the issues to a side and get the fight made.
Absolutely, and the weight difference, do you think that Ben can come up 2 weight divisions and compete at that weight with Eubank, who is, a considerably bigger natural man when he walks around?
Yeah, definitely. I think Conor Benn's got the talent, the power, the speed, the skills to go up through the weights. He could then go back down to 147, win a world title, and go through the ranks again and become a 3-4 world champion.
Okay, and just moving on from that as well, John, just to get your thoughts finally on the Fury and Ngannou fight that we've just seen. A bit of a shock to most people in boxing, I think. What did you make of that fight, and do you think that the Fury will continue to fight?
Listen, no, it was a shock. I think Ngannou proved that he potentially is a top 10 heavyweight. I don't think Fury was potentially at the race. I think he maybe dropped his level to Ngannou and listen, performed bad but got the win. It was a close fight, but listen, you can raise your game, but you can also drop your game. So if it's a case of that, we don't know. But listen, Fury's been great for this sport, and I hope it continues. And I hope we get the Usyk fight next year, and we can see who's the number one.
How would you see that fight going?
Well, I think obviously we see Usyk against Dubois, and we was all thinking he was past it and suspect around the body, and then we've now seen this fight close with Ngannou and Fury and that. So I think it's all up in the air now. We don't know. We need to see the fight though to show us all.
Definitely. John Ryder, thanks very much for talking to Through the Ropes Boxing. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.